Hello everyone, we're back from the FanStats with this week's final video. First, we're going to talk about in this video. First, we're going to talk about Manchester City versus Leicester. It was the biggest game of this week, and although the top three is more or less confirmed, it's just between City and Leicester who gets second and who gets third. And also, City had a point to prove, especially after their recent issues with financial fair play and their points thing which is going on, what penalties are going to be imposed. So what did you think of the match?
I think, Hassan, it was clear Guardiola and the owners coming with a message to Manchester City before the Leicester match. What I've heard is on the training, even the owner had a message for the players and Guardiola, that he said whatever is happening behind the scenes, behind off the pitch, should not be our concern. What we need to do is we need to come out on the pitch and just let the football do the talking.
Yes.
And that is what happened. Yes, Manchester City wasn't an easy game. It was a very close match.
Yeah, it was end-to-end stuff actually.
End-to-end stuff, very good match. Madison, Jamie Vardy,
It's
aging,
not in
not
his
looking
best
for
form.
those runs, those balls, and City had done their homework. They realized that they could not give him any space. Well protected Laporte coming back for Manchester City, so that was encouraging. Fernandinho still filling there. He's still the weak link in defense.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes had a few chances, and
Barnes
even
had good
Vardy
chance.
had a few chances.
Vardy had some. Madison had had a free kick saved and was looking to get something, but you could always tell City just need some time to score.
Yeah, Schmeichel made a few good saves.
Michael made a very good penalty save of Aguero.
Yeah.
Aguero's not in form, and that is really surprising. Very rare that we would say he's not in form.
Yeah, but
Not scoring.
Statistically, I believe City's worst penalty taker now.
He is, and I was thinking if they get another penalty, would De Bruyne be taking it?
Yeah.
I think De Bruyne should be taking those penalties.
Or even
And,
Gundogan.
Gundogan does a good job as well. He missed once against I think Wolves, but
Other than that, he hasn't missed.
yeah, he hasn't missed. He's a good one as well. And but the good thing about City is, I mean, you have a lot of options,
Yeah.
wealth of players to choose from, and if Aguero is not working, then move on to Plan B. In comes Jesus and he scores.
Yeah, I think it was his first meaningful touch of the football, and it was a goal.
Meaningful, and I think I would blame the Leicester defense as well. I mean, easy pass for De Bruyne to slip in. Mahrez making runs, no
Yeah.
one tackling, no one trying to stop him. Slips in a pass and just Jesus makes his way around, and Schmeichel wasn't able to save that one. Although Schmeichel had a very good match, but unfortunately the defense could not prevent Jesus that time.
Yes.
And that's not good because for Leicester, because I think Leicester's drifted away a lot, from this form they had start of the season.
Yes, they've drifted away
They
a
lost
lot.
a lot of matches.
I think it has got to do something with their tactics being found out, and as well as their players are not experienced enough, and they did not reinforce their team.
Yeah, I think
in the transfer window
lack
as
of
well.
lack of players as well. I think Fuchs was playing this match, old veteran from that title-winning season.
Yes.
Him and Vardy were the two players who won it before for Leicester. Schmeichel as well. But Fuchs is old, doesn't have that legs. Soyuncu had a good game, but I think Evans wasn't there, so wasn't easy for Leicester, because when you're playing against Manchester City, expect bombardment of attack on you.
Definitely.
They're always looking for a win, especially what has happened off field in terms of financial fair play. And then they had a match against Real Madrid,
Yeah,
so they
that-
had to go in good form.
Yeah.
I mean, with a victory.
And that is the main talking point of this week, that even I think that was the statement that City wanted to make. They went to the Bernabeu and they beat Real Madrid.
Wow,
In a way.
surprisingly, we didn't see that coming. Prior to the match yesterday, last night, Real Madrid lost to Levante 1-0, surprisingly away, and they have a good away record this season so far from the top clubs in La Liga. And City also, but on the other hand, in contrary, City coming from an away win against Leicester. But still, you would say that Zidane, with experience and he does very well in the Champions League knockout stages, was favoured to win.
Yes.
When the match started, Hassan, the first half, Real Madrid was pressing with great intensity a lot, and City could not play with their fluent passing. The way Guardiola likes to retain possession, have his tiki-taka here and there, and try to work his way to the goal. And Real Madrid ensured that things weren't easy. They made a puzzle for him to solve, and City were finding it difficult. But then both sides had few chances in the first half.
Yes.
Vinicius Junior for Real Madrid was very good, along with Isco
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
first half.
Vinicius, in a few years, he would be a definite, threat in the.
He would be on the left hand side, but he has a lot to learn. He's very young, so a lot of pressure on him right now. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva were playing way up front, and unusually Gabriel Jesus was playing on the left. For his work ethics, I would give him at least a 9 or 10 out of 10. I mean, he was very good, working very hard, and he was looking for those through ball. De Bruyne wasn't getting much involved in that first half, but whenever he had the ball, Real Madrid had people on him to ensure that he doesn't make slip in those through balls. But he did get a few. He made a few good passes. Jesus had one good opportunity, which was saved by Courtois.
Yes.
And on the same, I think Edison made a good save. I think it was shot from Benzema or Isco, which he saved, which could have come to Vinicius, but was carried away by the defense.
Yes.
The worst bad news for City was that Laporte had to be limped off in the
Yes.
first half. So on came Fernandinho with Otamendi,
But,
and
but they still managed to.
they still manage. You would feel after that Isco goal in the second half that it'll probably be the end of City now. But City never stopped. They had a game plan. It worked. A cross from De Bruyne from Jesus, who managed to get the best of Ramos, and then Jesus again got the best of Ramos when he was fouled.
And Ramos got a red card.
Ramos got a red
So he'll
card.
be missing in the next leg as well.
He'll be missing the next leg, and before that they got a penalty. Sterling was fouled by Carval in the box. Sterling had a very good match. He made a very good impact. He was someone out of form in the league, but he proved he's also someone who's been linked. Rumors.
He wants to go.
He wants to go, but there are rumors that Real Madrid want him as well, since the Hazard move isn't working out. But these are all rumors. So early to talk about these things, but he wanted to put on a show and an audition for Real Madrid, and he played very well. And De Bruyne converted the penalty against his Belgian compatriot Courtois. So 2-1 win, two very important away goals for Man City, surprisingly.
Yeah, and on this note, we have a comment from one of our subscribers, from one of our viewers. He's basically asking whether Real Madrid is no longer able to cope up with their competition, cope up with these big leagues, Champions League, and these big games without Ronaldo, because recent times they haven't really done well.
Well, Hassan, it
these special games.
is tough because Ronaldo was a constant threat there.
Yeah, although it's been 2 years now.
It has been 2 years, but you see, last year they lost. They were eliminated. They got out to Ajax. You'd be surprised. I mean, yes, even Ronaldo was eliminated. His team was eliminated by Ajax. But then Ronaldo was a very key figure in Real Madrid. He was there since 2009. He was there for around 8-9 years with all that experience, and one of the greatest players of all time we've seen.
Definitely.
So
He's 35, but still there.
when you lose a player of his stature, so it's very difficult to replace him. Yes, you did get Eden Hazard, a legend at Chelsea, one of the greatest players in the Premier League era. But the problem is he's not being able to cut it out at Real Madrid because of his injury issues, and he's not settled well in that squad.
Yeah, and also I believe Modric is aging, and on the right, Vinicius Junior is an upcoming talent, but
Yes.
he's still not, at his best.
He's not at his best. He's young. He's 19, 20, so needs time to develop.
Yeah, he doesn't. He
Has
misses a
skills.
big chance.
Has skills. Rodrigo is also another option there, but they're still very young, and filling up Ronaldo's boots is going to be tough for everyone.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of Real Madrid, their desire, their fans' wishes to get the player who I feel would be an ideal replacement would be Mbappe.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe does not play on the left
He plays
like
on the-
Ronaldo plays on the right, but Gareth Bale is also
Yeah,
well,
Bale is not in the good books
not
of
in the
the
good
fans
books
or
of
the
fans
or
of
the
Zidane. He's not serious. So yes, it has left some a big void to fill, and it's about the team as well.
I think the team is not playing. Like we know that Bale is not happy there. So I believe Ronaldo played a really big role in the
He did.
atmosphere
He
of
did.
the
He did. I
club
mean,
as well.
he's a winner. He didn't never like losing. When you have a player with that attitude, it lifts up spirits of each and every one in the team.
Hmm.
It was heavily expected when Ronaldo is not there. Bale will be the man to step up, but he's busy on the golf course, playing, practicing his golf skills. So I think yes, it has left a big void, but you can still do it if you play as a team. But yes, Real Madrid might not be the favorites for this season now. I mean, it's still not over. But then again, going away to the Etihad, City can be, they can be good at home, but they can also concede.
Yeah, they can
Depends if Laporte is fit by that time.
Laporte or other people.
Laporte, and they had problem because Benjamin Mendy is also suspended.
Yes.
Zinchenko might come in on the left and hasn't been in very good form as well.
And Aguero's not in form, so
Aguero's not
they
in
might
form, but
concede,
De
they might
Bruyne,
be-
Bernardo Silva, and Sterling, Mahrez, these four are the key players.
Yes, and Jesus up front.
Jesus up front,
Scoring all the
Rodri
goals.
was okay last night.
Yeah.
So they have to do something. But most importantly, Real Madrid. One of our subscribers asked Omar from Karachi. He asked that can Real win without the charismatic leader like Sergio Ramos? It's going to be very difficult because him with Varane, the partnership.
Yeah, the defensive
rock solid.
partnership is
Rock
also
solid in Europe. They've been so crucial for a lot of Real Madrid's key victories.
And if you remember correctly, he was instrumental in making Liverpool lose.
He was instrumental in that, but he's a captain. He had his 26th red card.
Yeah.
A lot of red cards, so that is how he plays.
Hmm.
But then you cannot discard his presence on the field. He is a very good defender.
And he gets those goals as well, especially on crosses and
Crosses
corners.
and corners, and Atletico Madrid are still haunted by his injury time winner and his last minute equalizers.
Yes. So it's going to be really tough for Real Madrid, although they can, of course,
It's
come
going to be
back.
tough for both. I mean, it's not over. Guardiola, rightly said, very smartly said that we've only got the first half of the job is done.
Yeah.
The second still remains, but right now, slightly on paper, Manchester City has the advantage. It's
Yeah.
60-40.
Yeah.
to
And they've
City
got
and
2
Real.
away goals.
2 away goals. If they get a couple of home goals at home, the tie is over.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to next matches, I believe City was scheduled to play Arsenal, but I believe they've got a Carabo Cup final coming up against Aston Villa.
Yeah, they
With-
have a Carabao final, a win against Leicester, win against Real Madrid, seems good.
Yeah.
And probably favourites to win at Wembley against Aston Villa
Yes.
in the final. So I think it's going to be City win.
Yes. And Leicester is playing Norwich, I believe.
Leicester is playing
right?
Norwich. Norwich is struggling.
It's the last team on the table, Norwich.
Last team on the table. They're going to be relegated now.
Yeah.
They have good players coming up like Cantwell,
and Cookie.
So, but another player in midfield, but
Tete.
Yeah, Tete. So, but I think it's going to be tough for them. Leicester needs this sort of fixture.
Yeah.
Should be able to win. I would like to see Perez playing, and maybe why not sit Vardy in Iheanacho? Is
Yeah,
another option.
Iheanacho, when Vardy was personally, Iheanacho was doing really well.
I think
linking up with
Iheanacho
Perez.
should make up some changes, push Perez a bit up front,
Yes.
and should start. Pratt is also doing well, but Barnes and I think Madison needs to put in more needs to play a bit more advanced role now.
Yes, definitely.
So I still feel I think Leicester should be getting a win
Yeah.
against Norwich
Yeah.
at Carrow Road.
Yeah, same here. I feel the same as well. Alright, so I think this is about it for the week.
Yeah, that's about it for the week, guys. So leave us with your comments. A lot of Real Madrid fans, Barcelona fans, Manchester City fans,
Yeah.
as well as some Leicester fans. So what do you think is going to happen? And talk about the Carabao final. A cup, probably something for City. Season not good in the league, but at least a trophy is a trophy.
But what if Moyes wins it?
Sorry, Aston Villa. It's not Moyes.
Sorry, yeah, it's Aston Villa.
It's not Moyes.
It's not West Ham, it's Villa.
Yeah, it's Villa. Villa. The kits look similar, but it's Villa.
Yeah, sorry.
John Terry's in the coaching staff.
Yeah,
of
John
Villa.
Terry wins it. He broke.
It can happen. Very big for Villa, but Jack Grealish. Let's see what he can do. But it's going to be tough because I think City has had the number of Aston Villa whenever they face each other.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. But City is going to be favoured. So we have the first final in English football this season,
Yes.
a cup final, before the first of many other finals to come.
Yes.
So-
We're coming close to the sharp end of the season.
We are coming, this is the most important time of the season, this March, the end of Feb and the entire month of March, this shapes up, gives you a bit of synopsis of what is going to happen at the end of the season in midweek of May.
Yes, definitely. And most of the teams, and especially most of the players, would want to do well because of the Euros coming up.
Yeah, they want to do well, the Euros are coming up and you're right, and especially Man City would be the morale boosting win against Real Madrid. They've struggled a lot against the La Liga team, especially when playing the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Definitely.
For their club, this is a very big win. I think the first time in history they've beaten Real Madrid, if I can recall correctly.
I'm not sure about that.
I think we'll have to check, but why don't you guys correct us and let us know
Definitely.
about.
If we make mistakes, feel free to correct us.
We
no
will
problem.
make mistakes, and we might make it unintentionally or even deliberately. So maybe let's see how many guys are listening us to it accurately.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience. So do like, comment, subscribe, and
Share the video.
share the video. Thank you so much for your comments. Surprisingly, a lot of people asking about Real Madrid
Yeah.
and Man City, and there was one comment from Ahmed. He asked about the possibility of teams qualifying. I think it's too early to comment on that right now, but I think the second leg is there to play.
Yeah.
I can say that Chelsea's they're out of it now.
Yeah. Chelsea
So-
is was 3-0 and with a red card down.
Chelsea
And-
out of it. Liverpool are still favourites for me to beat Atletico. City are favourites. And then Juventus, they lost to Lyon, but then again they're favourites. And Barcelona at home to Napoli could be favourites as well. So advantage to the home teams playing the second leg.
Definitely. Alright.
Alright guys, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.